What's up, everybody? This is TimmyB with the OG coming at you live from the way we're cracking in Biloxi. Want to ask you something. What did you enjoy about San Diego Comic-Con last week? These are some questions me and my buddies are going to share. Stay tuned. Check us out. All right. So, like I said, I'm here live from my favorite watering hole in all the world, the way we're cracking, the best geek pub in all the world. And I'm also joined tonight with my friends from Online Outcasts. Say hi, Adam.
Hi, Adam.
Oh, God, this is frightening. And, of course, Joshua, JC, Stockets.
Hi.
All right.
That's an ugly truck.
Hey.
I agree, JC. I agree. But, all right. But with that said, like I said before, we're going to be talking about our favorite things from San Diego Comic-Con, or at least the things that we read online and maybe saw live streams of and bootleg videos.
Shame, shame, shame.
I'm sorry, my shame factor is this much right now. Absolutely zero. But we will get to that part. I'll go ahead and just kind of lead in with what my favorite part about San Diego Comic-Con was. As always, they have the most awesome Funkos. I know last year they had the Haunted Mansion Funkos that my wife would sell all of her limbs for, not just her right arm, not just her left arm, every single one of her limbs for. This year, no different. I would probably sell my soul for that Hey Hey Pop. It was awesome. My favorite character from Moana, you know, Alan Tudyk just blew it away. And I've been wanting a Hey Hey Pop for the longest time, and we finally get one. And it was awesome. But another thing I really liked about San Diego Comic-Con, and I really wish I were there for this, was the Westworld experience. I have become a huge fan of this show. This is kind of like, I started watching this before I started watching Game of Thrones. That should tell you something. I watched this show as it was produced, you know, and the first season blew me away, and I cannot wait for the second season. And if I could have experienced that Westworld experience, that would have made Comic-Con for me. Basically, you could literally live the experience by the company that made Westworld. They'll recreated the Mariposa, which is the saloon in Westworld. You can go in and interact with a host and just basically like live like you're on the set. The only thing you couldn't do was shoot the hosts, which, you know, kind of sucked, but understandable because these hosts were real people. But yeah, that would have made Comic-Con for me if I could have done the Westworld experience.
Quite nice.
Oh,
you also forgot some of the other exclusive pops like the Dean Winchester and the baby. Gosh, there were so many.
I ain't gonna lie.
You should have brought up that website.
Oh yeah, but I'll tell you this right now. I don't watch Supernatural.
Shame. Shame.
I'm sorry for all of the outcasts out there.
I don't watch Supernatural. I haven't been able to get into the show. There's a lot of catching up I would have to do. It's definitely going to be something I want to do, but I would have to like sacrifice a portion of my life for a number of months to be fully caught up with this show. It's been so long running.
Totally worth it.
Look, I've got a life. I'm trying to be a teacher here.
You have weekends.
I can't help it.
And Netflix does it all.
Oh, by the way,
it's
JC.
It's coming for sure.
You showed me earlier of Jared and Jensen. By the way, ladies, if you haven't seen it, I might link it down into the description below so that you can check it out.
Yes, by all means. But yeah, as far as the Funkos were concerned, I really did like the Dean Pop. It was really cool. If I watched Supernatural, I'd be a lot more excited about it than I am now. But I have seen Moana.
Well, I think they had more exclusive pops this year than they have in years past. It was like It was like 20-something pops.
Yeah,
at
but
least that were exclusive.
I couldn't find the website that had them all. The one website
I gave you the website.
the one website I found, I'm telling you, had just Dean and Hey. I'm telling you.
I gave you the website.
I know.
Speaking of exclusive pops from
Go for
Summer
it.
Comic-Con, right?
Which one is that?
Gwenpool. Or Selfie Gwenpool.
Okay.
That's pretty awesome. How much did that one cost?
15. Got it
Because
at
got it where?
Hot Topic. Of course,
Same place
I
where
went
you
with
can get
Hot
the
Topic.
Dean and Baby.
Yeah, those are Hot Topic
didn't-
exclusives too.
The Dean and Baby one is sold out in stores, online, so not sure when they're going to get those back in. Apparently, the one in Hattiesburg had the Dean and Baby Pops,
Mhm.
and they're already gone. Like the day they
Of
came
course.
in, they were gone,
Of course.
which made me sad. Very, very sad.
Oh, one pop I did forget, because most of these shows I haven't really gotten into or watched, like Stranger Things, Walking Dead. Yes, I haven't really gotten into The Walking Dead. Kevin is crazy about that show, but the one
Great show.
pop that I want over all of these, including Hey, is my favorite superhero of all time, the Tick. Love that guy. He is just, I love the comics. Anytime I get one, I got a free one for Free Comic Day weekend, and it was great. Like, I love the Tick, and that pop is definitely on my list. But yeah, most of these pops are running like $50-$60 on Amazon.
That's what they sold for at the
Amazon.
convention.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, again, when you get them off of Amazon, Tim, you're getting them most of the time. You're getting them from third parties, which means these are the people who have bought them and are now reselling them.
But
This is true.
they still were about 50 at Comic-Con, though. So.
Yeah, these things don't come cheap, and they're not just selling those for $50 because they can. It's probably because they're trying to make that money back and maybe a little profit off of it as well. So it's not too far a conclusion that that's what these things are actually worth. But that's pretty much all I've got as far as Westworld and Pops are concerned. I would have been much more excited about last year's Pops. I love the Haunted Mansion Pops. I would have paid out the nose to get those. The Hey one, the Tick, are probably the ones that like really struck me the most. Most of the Pops were Stranger Things, Walking Dead, Supernatural, shows that unfortunately I really haven't gotten into yet. So is what it is.
Shame.
Yeah, I can. You shame me all you want.
Oh, we're gonna shame
We
you.
will.
But hey, Adam, tell us what was your favorite things about San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, do I have a list for you all? I am in charge of pretty much all things television at Comic-Con this year. We had quite a few things going on. I'm just going to go down my list. There was a Battlestar Galactica reunion at San Diego Comic-Con. I bet you didn't know that.
Oh,
No.
Exactly. And Edward James Olmos did video in during the panel.
Oh,
very
Edward
nice.
James almost
exactly.
there with his ass.
Well, I don't think you could see that on the video that he had, but he did video in.
Darn.
Much to the fans' delight. There was also a pretty good question that was posed to the cast of what their favorite fight was throughout the entire series that they did. And the overwhelming winner, ladies and gentlemen, is a fight between Six and Starbuck. Chew on that.
Yes.
Exactly. Six and Starbuck was very overwhelming. in that win. So, Battlestar Galactica reunion. I'm sure you can find something on YouTube about that. I know I couldn't, so can't really post anything about that in the comments and description below. So sorry about that. But another thing I wanted to get into next on my list was comic book related. Because I am one half of the Online Outcasts, and these are our specialities.
Indeed.
Exactly. DC Universe Rebirth. Now, I know we have the Rebirth Universe and the New 52. Rebirth wins hands down. You can try to argue with it. I'm not going to listen to you. But Rebirth has some really good stories coming out. They have the Doomsday Clock coming up with Superman meeting Dr. Manhattan. I know a lot of fans are looking forward to that, being written by Jeff Johns himself. We also have Catwoman coming back, and she will be appearing in a new Birds of Prey comic book coming up. But probably one of the big winners of the DC Universe was the announcement of the Dark Knight's Metal series, which is supposed to be coming out next month. It's basically it's set in the Dark Universe, where basically everything's evil, and it's Batman taking on all these different evil personas of himself in the multiverse. And you even get different versions of Batman. Like there's supposed to even be a Joker Batman,
like the imposter Batman.
No, this is multiverse Batman, so it's different versions of Batman,
So Batman versus Batman.
basically. And then
Who
you're going to
wins?
get you're going to get the we're also getting the Justice League involved, so you're going to have twisted versions of Flash and Green Lantern and Aquaman and Wonder Woman and all of them. So
Batman always wins.
It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. But that's called Dark Knight's Metal, and it comes out next month. We're probably going to post something in the description below. I think I do have something for that to let you guys know more about that.
JC, I will tell you.
What were we saying?
I will tell you who truly wins. We do. The fans.
Yes, we win.
This is going to be awesome. We will win because we get this.
Yes, I definitely recommend checking it out, especially Doomsday Clock as well. Check out Doomsday Clock. Check out Dark Knight's Metal. I definitely don't think you'll be disappointed about that. Another thing that actually I just recently got into was the show Preacher on AMC. Are any of you guys familiar with that?
A friend of mine over in
JC first.
So yeah, one of my good friends over in California he's read the comics, so he's all up on the comics that the show's based off of, and of course he's ragging on me to start watching it, and I just haven't got into it. It's kind of like it's the same guy who ragged on me to start watching Walking Dead that I eventually did. So I probably will eventually get into watching Preacher, but like I said, I know of it, and I know it's based on some comics. That's about all I know.
Definitely recommend Preacher. What about you, Tim?
I have heard about the show. It's on my list. I haven't watched anything about it or anything. I haven't watched any episodes, but I've heard nothing but good things about this show. I definitely want to check it out. It's just so much to catch up on for sure. I will tell you this. I will definitely be watching Online Outcasts because you guys are going to be just opening my eyes to just some completely new fandoms. Well, I'm definitely going to be checking your show out for sure.
Well, allow me to wet your beak, sir. I am a fan of Preacher. I actually caught it one random night with my dad. We stayed up late, and we left the TV on AMC, and it was on. And I had no idea about it, so I just started watching it. And I got into it. They were replaying the first season. But it's basically, it follows the comic books, of Preacher. And if you're not familiar with that, it's about a Texas preacher named Jesse Custer. And he's inhabited by some kind of mysterious entity or mysterious power called Genesis. And it basically gives him the power to make people pretty much do whatever he wants them to do. So I guess if you want to put it to another fandom, it's like a twisted version of the Force. Jedi mind trick. The supporting cast is basically his, pardon my language, badass ex-girlfriend Tulip, and an Irish vampire named Cassidy. Now, on the show, he's played by Joseph Gilgun, and I got to tell you, he kills it. I love it. But basically, they just go around and they're fighting all these kind of creatures from heaven, hell, and everywhere in between. It's pretty intense. It's think Walking Dead intensity on violence and gore, and I definitely don't recommend it for all you younger people out there. But if you do get a chance to check it out, it airs on AMC's on Mondays, and it was partly developed by Seth Rogen. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there are very familiar with Seth Rogen. He helped develop this. It was actually a passion project of his. So Mondays on AMC, I definitely recommend you check out Preacher.
It's kind of crazy that AMC is kind of capitalizing on the popularity of The Walking Dead to not be afraid to show a little blood and guts.
Oh no, definitely. I mean, they're really getting into this comic book television show thing, and I think they got it down pat because they got Walking Dead, they got Preacher, and both of them are done really well. So I am actually going to have a link in the description for the second half of season 2 for Preacher, which will be filmed in New Orleans.
Nice.
Yes, exactly. So moving on from that, though, we have other big announcements for television like Flash, Arrow, things like that. Arrow had a new casting announcement just recently for one of their villains. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Because honestly, I want you to watch a video that I'm going to post in the description of Stephen Amell when they were doing a Q&A with the cast. He found out for the first time who the new casting was, and he flipped out. It was quite awesome. But you also... I think I'm also going to put the trailer for Arrow, if you haven't seen that, in the description, as long as also the one with Flash and Legends of Tomorrow as well. Some news about Flash, if you haven't heard, we got Danny Trejo cast as Gypsy's father for next season.
Nice. That is going
I lost it when I heard Danny Trejo is going to be on a CW show, okay? And if you've seen the trailer for next season, you saw Danielle Pennebaker holding what looked to be Captain Cold's gun. Now the question is, and they've been teasing this they teased it all week at Comic-Con. When you see Caitlin in that trailer, is she full on Killer Frost, or is she straddling the line between good and evil? And nobody is giving that information away. Basically, and I quote this from one of the interviews, it basically said, if you're a fan of Caitlin, then you'll be happy. If you're a fan of Killer Frost, you'll be happy. So good luck figuring that one out. Another piece of big news, JC, I know you're going to like this. If you don't already know, there will be no speedster villain next season.
Finally.
None whatsoever. There will be no speedster villain. In fact, the villain for next season is going to be the Thinker.
Took them 4 seasons to finally realize we don't need a speedster every season.
Exactly. So this is our season without a speedster villain, and I'm so happy about that. We also, I believe it was also in the trailer, they're teasing a new Flash suit as well. And it looks to be the Flash 2024 suit. So that's going to be pretty good. And if you don't know, Flash will premiere on August 10th. So check your calendars.
October.
For that. Yeah, October. Sorry. October 10th. So set your calendars for that. And a little teaser going back to Arrow real quick. There was a really big cliffhanger at the end. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to give it away. But basically something went kaboom. Okay, all right. I'm gonna give it away. I don't care. Basically, the head writer for Arrow said the Arrow Island went kaboom because we're good at blowing things up, and that's what we do. So if you haven't caught that, catch up on Arrow, watch the trailer, and it will premiere October 12th. So set your calendar for that. No, 12th.
11th. Sure? I
Yes.
thought I saw 11th.
I got it earlier today. It said 12th.
Okay.
A little bit of other news. I'm not really going to mention Supergirl. Not really going to get into that. But we had an announcement that Callista Flockhart, a fan favorite, is going to be returning for a recurring role next season on Supergirl. And also, if you're a fan of Katie McGrath from, such things as Merlin on BBC, she was promoted to series regular on Supergirl. So that's a bit of good news for a lot of fanboys out there. And we also get Martian Manhunter's father next season on Supergirl. So you want to keep an eye out for that. But probably one of my favorite things about Comic-Con was the Legends of Tomorrow. Huge fan of Legends. I kind of have a thing for Katie Lotz, Sumi.
Who doesn't? Who doesn't?
Exactly. And I actually got to meet her at that convention that we don't mention yet over on the Outcast channel, or on the Outcast show, I should say. Got to meet her once. But if you haven't seen the Legends of Tomorrow trailer, again, in the description below, basically, Rip Hunter, we're going to be getting him back next season. He's going to have his own separate team alongside of the Legends. So that's going to be interesting. And a little bit of information that I also recently found out is that Damien Dark will also be coming back for Legends. So that's pretty awesome. Another idea that they were teasing around, throwing around for Firestorm next season, you know how we have Mr. Jackson basically is the face of Firestorm.
Yep.
Right? Next season, they're thinking about actually switching it up and putting Victor Garber as the face of Firestorm.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll definitely be more fun. I mean, I like Mr. Jackson, but that'll be just fun to watch Victor Garber do that. So I definitely recommend checking out the Legends trailer that we're going to post, if only for Victor Garber. Of course, if you're a Billy Zane fan, he also plays P.T. Barnum. He's in the trailer. But mainly, this is for Victor Garber because he kills it in the trailer. There's also talk of a Constantine appearance next season on Legends.
Very
so
nice.
Also, yeah, something to look forward to there. Constantine probably making his way over to Legends. That pretty much does it for me, television-wise. I'm just going to make a little shameless plug here. If you do want a little bit more goodness other than what we're covering here in this video, not necessarily San Diego Comic-Con related, Nerdist, the website Nerdist has a show with Rob Paulson called Talking Toons. And if you're a fan of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle cartoon, like I am.
My little girl has been marathoning that show.
Well, then you, along with everyone else out there, needs to check out the video I'm going to post of the original voice cast reenacting the contest from Seinfeld.
Ooh.
Yeah, I found that today.
That is awesome.
So, again, I'll post all of that in the description below so you all can check that out. There'll be plenty of links for you to check out for your entertainment, and because that's what we want to do here with the Opinionated Geeks Network. So without further ado, enough of me talking. JC, helm's yours.
All right. So one big thing that almost always comes out of San Diego Comic is all the movie trailers for the upcoming seasons. And one of the first ones we got treated to this year was the Justice League trailer, or really the second Justice League trailer. And I hear Tim's sentiments, and I know Adam's sentiments are about the same.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched it. I mean, I'm going to give the movie a try. Because, I mean, being a comic book fan, being a DC comic fan, I've got to give the movie a shot. And the first one they put out, the teaser one they kind of put out, earlier this year into last year, I think is a lot better than the one they premiered at Comic-Con. This one just kind of, the way some of the stuff with Cyborg just looks unfinished. Like very, very poorly done CGI almost. Like it just look like it's unfinished to me. Some of the scenes in the movie, in the trailer, don't look finished yet, and I'm kind of hoping that they're just kind of just their rush job so they would have something for Comic-Con. And I hope that the finished product will look a lot better. But of course, this is going to be their first big fray after the success of Wonder Woman. And this is truly going to let us know if DC movies can hold it together. Because as we've discussed in the past, Wonder Woman has set that bar and set it high for DC movies now. But overall, the trailer was, I mean, like I said, the other one they put out before was a lot better. But this one was alright. And we'll have a link down in the description for you to watch it if you haven't yet.
No, we will not. I can't get access to do that legally, so we will not have that one.
Well,
in fact, I don't have any of the movie trailers to offer because no official
they've been deleted.
No official channel offered them. So
Justice League is going to start looking like the world's okayest DC
unless
movie.
Warner Brothers did put it out.
Yeah, Warner Brothers did.
Okay, I'll
yeah.
If it's on Warner Brothers YouTube page, I'll go seek it out and
that's
we'll add
where
it in
I
the
watched
description
it.
below.
That's where I watched it.
Because I have a few things from Warner Brothers YouTube, so I'll just look for it. We'll have that.
And one of the good ones that came out, one of the better ones that came out that I've thoroughly enjoyed watching over and over, was the second Thor Ragnarok trailer.
That one was amazing.
That movie looks so good. I can't wait for, what is it, November, I think?
So good. I don't remember when it comes out, but it's not soon enough.
No, it's not. Not soon enough. In it, we see a bit more of... We actually get Thor and Hulk, and they're actually having a conversation. We actually get to see the Hulk talk in the trailer. One thing... We've gotten a few little tidbits of him speaking, like puny god and all that. But no, this one is almost like a full-out conversation between him and Thor, and it is spectacular.
Blew my mind.
Mm-hmm. And another one that came out just a few days ago that I'm really excited for, I mean, not so much, is the second trailer for Stephen King's It. Wow.
We just
I can only guess that Tim has walked away or fainted or is cowering in fear somewhere now because I'm not looking at my screen. But if the first one didn't scare you or make you wet yourself, the second one will.
That one will.
It is, yeah. And what I really like is that in the second one, and only if you're an eagle eye can you spot it, and if you're a fan of the original 1990s miniseries movie, will you spot it? But in one scene, one quick little snippet of the trailer, Tim Curry's Pennywise can be seen.
Yep.
And it is awesome. Like I read that article about it, I went back and watched it, and I'm like, oh, it's right there. I see it. That is freaking awesome. But yeah, that movie is gonna be. I mean, it's gonna be great. I love horror movies, And while most horror movies I kind of just go through and I laugh at, this one, so I love Stephen King. I have it on my bookshelf in my house, which is actually the bookshelf that's behind Adam.
Oh, it's on the
It's
bookshelf
there.
behind me?
Yeah, I have several Stephen King books over there.
I thought
But
you were
all
talking
that-
about something else. Okay.
The book itself is behind. But that movie, it looks good.
Is it over?
No, it is not over.
Oh,
Because
I'll
it
give you a
hasn't come out
thumbs
yet.
up.
But no, if you need to check that trailer out if you haven't seen it yet, and if you're a fan of the Stephen King movies, I mean, Stephen King's got several movies coming out this year. He's got It, and he's got Dark Tower.
Oh, we finally get the Dark Tower. Finally. I have been waiting and waiting for this.
I haven't read any of the Dark Tower series.
It's going to be so good.
Okay.
But that movie, Dark Tower, it looks amazing. I want to go see it when it comes out.
Yes. Dark Tower.
We're gonna see it.
Look. Get a group together. We're gonna watch that one. That one's on the list.
Dark
Then-
Tower all the way.
You will not. You could not pay me enough to go see it.
We tried, ladies and gentlemen. We actually did try.
We tried. We had a deal. We kind of was doing a deal a while back before this whole channel thing, before OG started. We had a agreement. It's actually shortly after the original It trailer came out.
That wasn't bad. I watched that one. That wasn't bad.
It, when it came out, we made a deal with Tim and another one of our friends that if
Tommy Holiday.
that other friend
of OG.
It was Tommy. It was Tommy.
It was Tommy.
So we tried to make a deal that if Tommy, he hates roller coasters, but has never been on a roller coaster. And Tim hates clowns, which is why he doesn't like it.
Terrified.
So we tried to broker it.
Terrified of clowns.
So we tried to broker a deal that if Tommy would ride a roller coaster, that Tim would go and watch it.
We could not broker a deal to save our lives.
No, Tommy wouldn't go for. I mean, Tim, we could go find that old chat. Tim was all for it if Tommy would ride the roller coaster.
And then
But
Tim back
Tommy
down.
wouldn't do it. Yeah, because Tommy wouldn't go through with it. But moving on, then we knew it was coming at San Diego Comic-Con because it's San Diego Comic-Con. We knew the trailer was going to be there. We haven't officially got it released. They showed Avengers Infinity War trailer. And there was a leaked footage. It's kind of in my opinion, a piss poor angle released footage.
But it's better than
Leaked
nothing.
footage. It's better than nothing. The way I put it when I was talking to Adam about it is that some of the scenes you can make out. If you're a man, it made a certain part of your body wiggle when you watched it. I mean, some of the stuff you can't see, yeah, it's like, oh my, it wiggled.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
I mean, from what I can see, that's going to be a great movie.
It better be.
We get all of our team. We get a massive team up in this.
I
movie.
believe they leaked that there's going to be 64 total Avengers, and 32 of them will be on screen at the same time.
Say it with me, guys.
Something like that.
Say it with me, guys. Thanos. 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 Thanos.
Lady Death. Lady Death.
Oh, yeah. Yes, if you want to attempt, I'll say you can try and attempt to find the leaked footage, but Marvel and Disney are hunting all those videos, postings down and quickly taking them down.
Yeah.
And as of right now, they have said any plans in the near future to release the trailer. I think they're going to wait for the hype of San Diego Comic-Con to die down a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Then they'll probably release it. I mean, it's kind of like, they kind of do this stuff, a lot of studios do that. It's kind of like what last year Moffat explained that if any of the footage from the Doctor Who Christmas special got out, that he would make sure that the BBC never brought any more Doctor Who stuff to Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Stuff got out, and that, I think it's just that they're going to wait for the hype to die down, then they'll release it. And at that point,
what's the point of having a
It'll be
Comic-Con exclusive if someone bootlegs it and shows it to everybody? I mean, like, where's the privilege, you know? So I understand their logic.
yeah. But they also know that that's going to happen, so it's just, there's nothing they can do. I mean, unless they put up cell phone jammers in the building, there's no way you're going to stop it.
You know, don't give them ideas, JC. Don't do it.
Or you could be like the con we go to, and there's so many people that attend that doesn't matter if you have a cell phone, you're not getting a signal anyway.
Sure. But so those are some of the main trailers I know I watched through and liked. But yeah, of course, there's several more. I mean, it is an experience in itself. And to try and cover it in these few moments that we have, we would never be able to get through everything.
But don't worry, because over on Online Outcast, we will eventually have an episode where we do cover conventions.
Yes. And that'll be a good blast when we do that.
Oh, yeah.
But, so yeah. Check out the trailers if you can find them. Like, we'll have links to the ones we can legally link into our description. I know, so we won't be linking anything for the Avengers since, you know, they haven't officially released anything, and we don't want to get in trouble.
Nope.
But like I said, I think it's been officially released on its companies, on its studios, YouTube. I'm gonna say I know that Marvel has released Thor there, and I know Warner Brothers has released Justice League. So we'll have all those linked in the description. But yeah, I think that covers everything from my side. Have you got anything else?
No, I have nothing. Other than all the little bitty extras we're going to have for you in the description. You know, all from Comic-Con. Check them all out.
All right. Well, that's pretty much all the time we have for this week. Do not forget to like us on Facebook at Opinionated Geeks. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. We only have 14 followers as of yesterday because JC became our newest follower.
Hey, we need more.
We need way more followers, guys.
What's that Twitter address?
At 3OpGeeks. 3OpGeeks. Check out our new content. Don't forget to subscribe to what we got here. Click that little bell so you can be notified of our new content as well. Every time we publish a new video, you get a new tweet. And Mr. Adam, what do you have to say?
I have a little secret. We've been promoting this over on our show for Online Outcast, but also in the description below, we're going to have, for all you podcasters out there, an RSS feed link for you. That way you can plug it into your feeder and you will be notified every time we have new content.
And that is amazing.
We're awesome like that.
And that is awesome, guys. Well, that's all the time we got with Opinionated Geeks, TimmyB, Online Outcasts, Adam and JC. Take it easy, guys.
Deuces.